poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices. The ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that that old world is dying. You know what I'm saying? All the street shit, all the victim mentality, all the, you know what I'm saying, criminal aspects of getting money and all that world is fading. You know what I'm saying? In energy. Now, again, there are going to be some people out there that are still going to think that they young, but they really older. You know what I'm saying? There are going to be some young cats who want to keep that world alive, but it's dying. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely. And I'm going to just start it off by saying I had an 18-year-old kid ask me today to buy him a backwood at the store. You know? And being who I am, I can't promote that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You can find somebody else to do it for you, but I can't promote you smoking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it may have made that person feel some type of way, but I just got to be honest. If I was the old version of who I was, I would have did it because I've done it. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm the new me, I can't speak one thing and do another. Because I'm a hypocrite. I'm going against what I'm saying, and I'm not practicing what I'm preaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but I can't promote an 18-year-old kid to be smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. Now, it probably made that kid feel some type of way. That's not my concern or my problem. You know what I'm saying? But I know that a lot of people judge people off what they look like or what they're going through, and that's how they make their judgments. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you out here standing on business about something, you saying something, you also got to live by that too. Because how are you going to make people believe you if you not standing on what you saying? You just talking. You feel me? But you're not doing nothing that you talking about. You leading people to a lake that you ain't even drinking from. How in the world is that possible? You know what I'm saying? At some point, people are going to start waking up to the fact that you don't even practice what you preach. So why the hell you keep talking to me? You feel me? What you're saying is not credible. You know? So, me growing up in a world where it was money, you feel me, shaking ass, you know, excuse my language, a lot of humping, drugs, alcohol, you know what I'm saying? That's the life. The more of that you was getting, the happier you pretended to be, you know? And now it's in a world where people are having to acknowledge their pain, you know what I'm saying? And grow into who they are, because I'm going to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I like the essence of someone who knows what it's like to live in that past life, but I don't want a gangster. Like, that's not attractive to me. You feel me? Especially someone that's into deceiving and controlling people to provide a lifestyle. Like, I'm not attracted to that at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm more to seeing how a person mind work. And sometimes, you feel me, it's based off of how you know how to move around a situation. How would you think yourself out of this? You know what I'm saying? That to me is attractive. You know what I'm saying? Someone that holds the fort down on their own without taking away from someone else. Someone that knows how to detach from the world when they're going through a rough time. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to drag somebody else into their world because they miserable. Because misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? Someone that understands the essence of that feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? No more. Listen, but that's what I'm attracted to. But I have the ability to switch sides sometimes. You feel me? Sometimes I'll be in my thug era, and that's just mentality wise, energetically. But it doesn't mean my energy is going towards smoking and being on. You feel me? That's not that. It's just the vibe I feel. Sometimes I want to get into that vibe where, you feel me, I want to listen to hood music. You feel me? I want to be, you feel me, interacting with people who have grown out of that mentality because they know what it was like to once be there. It's kind of weird to explain if you haven't worked on yourself. You feel me? But I noticed that with a lot of the rappers that lived the hood lifestyle in the old days, they're making new music. And some of the new music, I'm just be honest, it sucked. Because they're continuing to keep rhyming about the same stuff that they already established an identity in. You gotta go and vibrate with the energy of the world. Meaning now you have to rap about what people can feel. You gotta put emotion behind what people can feel. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to give life to a situation that is expired makes the music not as interesting. And again, that's just my opinions. There are going to be some people that still create, so be it. But I'm noticing that a lot of the people that live the hood lifestyle are still trying to rap about it. And it's kind of like, okay, we got you sold drugs, we got you did this, you did that. But now we want people to rap about their pain, because there are people that's going through it right now, and we need to understand that what we're going through is normal. You know what I'm saying? We need to feel that pain behind it. You know what I'm saying? Which is the stresses of every day. People got to realize, like, something that's very important to me is that a person don't turn into an addict just because. Something fueled that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was growing up with a absent dad or a mom who's always working, you feeling alone, you picked up that first blunt or that cigarette and you just got invested in it anytime you was alone. That it started to take over you. Like, people don't just wake up one day and be like, oh, I'm gonna smoke crack. No, that is not how it works. That's why I have sympathy for people that indulge. But now it's like, use your pain and express it in a creative way. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to run from it. Because that is how you get into the mode of creation. People are suffering right now. And it's going to get worse before it get better. And they need something to, you know what I'm saying, give them life. You know? So if you're someone that had, man, a psychological rough life, you feel me? And you're finding some way to use it as a creative outlet to create, people are going to identify with that. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be able to connect with that. Because I noticed that now my taste in music is different. A lot of the old music from the past, I love it. But what is currently being put out now, some of it is garbage. You know what I'm saying? To me, I just can't vibe with it anymore. Because I'm like, who said that this was okay for you to go in the studio and create? But because, excuse me, of them being who they are, they go in there and people egg that on. Instead of helping them understand, hey, look, we're in a different era now. You got to rap about or sing about the feeling and the energy of what people is going through now. That is how it's going to be relevant. You feel me? And people are going to vibe with it because we're elevating and growing whether people want to acknowledge it or not. And it may be slowed down for some people, but I noticed that, like, some people have the ability to, I don't know, create in a way where it just gets me. And then some of it is like, okay, I don't know what you did when you went in the studio, but that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, shout out to Compton AV. You feel me? And his song, Yeah, Yeah. Hey, that song go hard. You feel me? I don't know why, but I feel it. And I think it's because, I don't know, he's coming from a part of me still, even though I'm not in that. You get me? I don't know. It's hard to explain when you're on this energetic frequency type of game in life. You feel me? It's hard to get it out sometimes in a way where people understand it. I just know now that certain music ain't appealing to me anymore. When I find myself going through a hard time or having a hard day, I usually listen to old songs because I feel and resonate with those more. versus the new music that's coming out. I don't know what people is doing, but they're not giving it they all. They're not putting their soul into it. I guess when you get so high in life, you start to not be able to go into your soul and create. You know what I'm saying? Because you live in the good life. You try your best to avoid problems, so you can't talk about that. Like, people, listen, one thing I do know is more money, more problems. The more money you have, the more problems you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying? Unless you figure out a way to detach. But again, it's still like, that's just what come with it. So talk about that. Help people heal from that. Help people understand the pain that come from that. You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, my life is the experience. You know what I'm saying? I know what I would say to myself and how I would relay that and say it to somebody else to give them the life that they need to feel like they're valuable, they're worth something, because we weren't just put here by accident. You know what I'm saying? But people got to know and realize and understand that that old world is fading. I'm not into someone who wants to stay in the streets all night, you know what I'm saying, sleeping at other people's house, in the trap, knowing you got a family and kids, you know what I'm saying, and stuff to live for. Like, that's not attractive to me anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm into family. You know what I'm saying? Building a household, having somewhere safe to come to at night. You feel me? Eating good. You feel me? Like, that. I've always been like that. But again, part of my life is the streets. But I don't want to be in that no more. You know what I'm saying? I want to cook. I want a good meal every night. A bed I can sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Bubble baths. Quiet time. Candles. You know what I'm saying? Sexy shit. You feel me? I'm into that. But it's hard to live a soft life when everybody's so used to you being hard all the time. Or at least that's what they thought. You feel me? It was beneficial for them, for me to be in that lifestyle. But really, I was always a soft girl on the other side. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't able to live in that because I believe people knew I would soar in that part of myself. So anytime I got too deep into being me for real, someone would come along with their old retarded ass energy and try to throw me off my high horse. You feel me? But now I'm learning everything I need to learn to maintain that. You can't steal my peace. You can't steal my joy. I don't care what you got going on. You better take all that over there to the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Keep your peace. Keep your joy. Keep your laughter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got it. But keeping it is hard. Especially when you let life get a hold of you. You know what I'm saying? It get real. But the old world is fading. It's not so much now how much money you got, what you look like, all that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's about your character. You know what I'm saying? Who you are when no one's looking. And that's going to stand the test of time, whether you got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So listen. Let's lock in with the new world we want to create for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because all that street hood shit is getting old. It's getting expired. They're ramping up, you feel me, ways to stop people from living like that. And it's actually doing it on its own. It's actually the energy that's changing. The universe is stopping it on its own. I remember it was so many retail thefts from everywhere. Target, Safeway, you feel me, Walmart. Now there is hardly no retail theft. You know what I'm saying? The universe is changing the energy on the planet, whether you want to get with it or not. But I know that if you continue to fight it, you're going to get left behind. You feel me? Don't fight the shift. Get with it. Let's grow. Let's elevate. Let's change. Everybody deserves a life, and a peaceful one at that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a story. It's just not everyone knows how to use it in a creative way. You feel me? You got to find your niche. You got to find what it is, you feel me, that you enjoy, and unleash your trauma and pain in that way. Because I promise you, you're going to be evidence of growth to someone else, whether you want to believe it or not. People want to hear, but everybody's so quick to keep it quiet because they don't want people to judge them. That's why you got to find something creative. Because again, when you are creative, it's going to come with haters. People's not going to always be happy for the life you live. That's okay. You living it for yourself, not for everybody else. Create anyway. The people that are for you will come. You know what I'm saying? So listen. The old world is expired. The new one is here. That's the rapture. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to prepare for it. You had to get ready mentally. So if you missed the mark, I don't know what to tell you. Continue to suffer. But if I were you, I would focus on changing your attitude, your mentality, and how you act as a person to align with what is currently the energetic frequency on this planet. Otherwise, you're going to stay trapped in a life of misery. And I'm pretty sure you don't want that. So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.